Let me tell you something, man. That little chick I was dealing with, right? And you know how chicks are, man. They always present themselves as what they want you to believe they are, never as what they truly are, because they all are aware of their shortcomings. And they don't want you to be aware of their shortcomings. Because once you become aware of their shortcomings, you view them from a different perspective. And so they want to present the best version of themselves to you. So I let her reach the limit of my willingness to engage with her without her proving herself. And so I put it on the line that, look, it's time for you to prove yourself. All the things you're saying sound good, but you need an action. Now, let me tell you what you never do. You never leave the action up to the woman. When it's time for a woman to prove herself, which you must make her do, you must make a woman prove her ability to be loyal to you, prove her ability to be dedicated to you, prove her ability to make sacrifices for the team. You must make her prove that, and you must create the stipulation that determines and governs how she proves that, because she's going to always pick some shit that's easy for her and try to convince you that you should view it as important. So I let her know that breaking bread is the only way to prove. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about breaking bread. Breaking bread is the hardest thing for a woman to do. You understand what I'm saying? There's no more subservient role that a woman can play than for her to break bread. So I put it on the table, man, and you would not believe the amount of excuses that she was able to muster. The amount of reasons she was able to muster that, well, you're not my man, and well, you will have to be my husband, and well, we're not this, and we're not that, and this isn't the case, and well, I don't know, and why are you blah blah? And I was like, wait a minute now, aren't you the same woman who's professing to me her loyalty, how down she is, how willing she is to roll with the punches no matter how I throw them? You know what I'm saying? That you down for the team? Wasn't that you? Or was that someone else? Am I mistaking you for someone else? Tell me that. Because I could have sworn the lips that created that was you. You see what I'm saying? This is what you have to do, man. You understand? And the bottom line is, I'm going to hit you with the ism, man, because my mindset is like this, man. No matter who abroad is, my mindset is, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get the stick up and hit your chick up till you hiccup. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it's about, man. It's about getting to that paper. And if she ain't trying to assist in the movement toward that paper, man, then I don't really see no need to even have her in my presence. I can't see no benefit on her. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand this, man. So I told Shawty, look here. It ain't but two things you can give a man to have any value. It's money and sex. She said, well, that's not true. I said, what the hell? You know what? You ain't got to give me a long list, baby girl. Give me one thing. Tell me, I can give you love. I said, no, baby, you can't give me love. You can love the way I make you feel, like right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, when your panties stay wet every time you talk to me. When your panties stay wet even when you don't talk to me. You understand? When you laying in bed at night, you're having dreams about me, and you're actually getting off in the dream. That's my animal magnetism is what makes you, think you love me. You show me something that appears to be love. But if that changes, then immediately that love you profess goes away. So tell me, and give it some thought. Don't give me another cockamamie answer like that. Tell me the truth. What else do you bring to the table? She thought about it. She said, I don't know. I said, great answer. Because when a woman says, I don't know, take the I don't off and put thing on the end of no. No thing. Nothing. Her answer is nothing. So I simply told her this. Obviously, what I put on the table is something you can't do. Even though you said you could, I expected you to do this because you said one thing, but your actions showed another. Hence, we are at the topic tonight. Women are never who they say they are. They're never who they say they are. And I'm going to be honest with you, that it doesn't benefit. It's not like it doesn't affect the alpha. It affects all of us. It affects all of us. You see, to the beta male named Lindsay, she's the perfect woman. She would never cheat. She's a nice, wholesome girl. She doesn't even really like sex that much. She's never looked at another man. When he's in the car with her, she's looking straight ahead. She can do that when she's in the car with him. He thinks she's always that way. She's a wonderful catch. Hey man, he's gonna marry her within 2 weeks of meeting her. He knows she's the one. His mother tells him, you don't know that girl. Mama, you don't know her. You don't know how she makes me feel. You don't know how wonderful she is. She tells me a lot of things. She tells me so many amazing things. She says all of these things. She says all of these things. And I just love her, mama. See, that's what she is to him. But to the alpha that she tips off with, to the alpha that she's got stored in her phone as Sabrina, her best friend, that he ain't never met. Oh, she's a totally different girl. All of the things she doesn't do for the beta male named Lindsay, she does for me. She gives everything she has to me. But that seems like the alpha's winning, right? But see, you have to understand this. When she's with the alpha, she's telling him all types of terrible things about Lindsay and how amazing she is to Lindsay and what she brings to the table. And she's the perfect woman to beta male Lindsay. That shit is all lies, man. It's all lies. She know why she married Lindsay in the first place. It was a come up. It was a financial statement. But she professes that she loves Lindsay so much while she's giving Pookie brain. Now I ask you, it's hard for me to imagine that a woman is thinking about the man she so-called loves while she's giving Pookie brain. But that's what she tells Pookie. I love him. He's an amazing man, except he doesn't do my body like you. He doesn't talk to me like he owns me, like you do. He doesn't control me the way you do. He wants all of my time. I have to beg you for time. Never listen to anything negative a woman tells you about the man she's involved with, ever. Let me address this right quick, man, so we can get this beta male mindset out of here. Man, I don't believe nothing that come out of a woman's mouth, man. She got to show me everything. They lie to everybody. You think I'm different? They lie to their dad. Nigga, they lie to God. Let's go back to Sarah in the Bible where she laughed when God said, your wife gonna give you a baby in old age. She heard that and she laughed. When God came to Abraham and said, hey man, why'd your wife laugh? She looked God right in the face and said, you lying, I ain't laugh. I did not laugh. And God said, wow, you lying. Woman, you did laugh. You think I'm God. You think I ain't hear you laughing? So let's be realistic, man. I mean, you think it's something that diminishes a man's value because a woman lies? They lie to everyone, man. Come on. See, what you got to understand is this, man. Women always present themselves in a way that pleases them. That is why so many men are selling for women, man, who they're not happy with, because the woman doesn't care what you want. The woman is presenting to you what she wants. She's presenting the best version of herself. You have to be of the mindset to not accept what she's offering, no matter how good it is to her, no matter how good it is to society. You got to accept what it is to you. I hear so many men. Let me tell you something. I'm a gourmet chef. I wish I would prioritize a woman's ability to cook. I don't give a damn if she can cook. I'm a gourmet chef, man. I can prepare 5-course meals, homie. I can prepare 5-course meals. So why in the hell if I care she can put a meal together for me, man? I prioritize the things that matter to me. And women never present that to you. And see, you can't be in such a big rush. Like, let me tell you a question you never answer when a woman asks you when you out on a date or when you just chilling or kicking it with her. Let me tell you something you never answer. What kind of woman are you looking for? Shawty, don't worry about what kind of woman I'm looking for. What kind of woman are you? You display that shit, then I'll let you know if you're what I'm looking for, about how fast I hit the door, how fast I let you go, how fast I tell you no. You see what I'm saying? You got to let a chick understand, man, that all she can offer you is money and sex. You understand what I'm saying? And the sex has diminished value because it ain't like you the first one she gave it to. You know what I'm saying? Even a chick who's only had one sex partner, if she's only had one sex partner, fine. I guess she's better than a woman who's had 5, but I'm not going to prioritize that. The only woman I'm going to prioritize sexually is a woman who ain't had sex with nobody. If she ain't giving it to me for the first time, I don't give a damn how many niggas done been in there, man. Because when it all boils down, once she's been with another man, she's imprinted already. She's imprinted. You know what I'm saying? It depending on how long she's been with the man and how deeply she was involved with him, how deeply her emotional attachment got. When you put that emotional attachment with that sexual imprint, hey man, you can't reverse that shit. I hear a lot of men saying, well, just because he imprinted her first, don't. Hey man, that's not how imprint works. Imprint is an energy thing, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You see what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you something, a woman to tell you. I meet plenty of women, man, that tell me they're a homebody. I'm a homebody. I don't go nowhere. I don't go out. I don't go to clubs. When they say they're homebody, the only thing they reference, I don't go to clubs, I don't party. That's all they reference. There's 1,000 places for a broad to go, man. You see what I'm saying? Just because she don't go out, just because she don't club, don't mean that she ain't always over somebody's house getting her back beat out. You understand what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. So when a woman tell you something, hey man, she a homebody, she don't club, she don't go out, so what? You got to ask the bro, have you ever clubbed or went out? Is that something you did 10 years ago? You see what I'm saying? Just because she doesn't do it now don't mean she never did it. And just because she don't part of the club and never has don't mean she doesn't do other unscrupulous things that you wouldn't want your woman to do, man. 5-year minimum is what it should take for you to afford a woman the luxury of ingratiating herself to you enough, man, when you consider her for a relationship. 5 years is the minimum. Because there are women who can act for 4 years, 364 days. I promise you that. But that 5th year, when that 5th year hit, bam, all the acting chops just fall away. Within a 5-year span, man, that's the least amount of time it takes, man, for you to truly understand the woman you're dealing with. So when I be hearing about men meeting a woman, man, then they marry a man, they be married in 6 months, I be like, but that boy, that was a fool. Unless she was a virgin. If she was a virgin, man, let me tell you something. A woman who hasn't been defiled by another man is on another level. We don't discuss her because none of this shit we talk about applies to her. None of it. If she hasn't been imprinted, she's going to be more easily influenced, more easily controlled, more easily dictated to, more easily guided. She's going to be more willing to follow your lead. And then you're going to imprint her. So there's going to be that connection there. We don't talk about them because all of these things we talk about, the only thing we talk about that affects them as well is female nature. You understand? I had a chick telling me, man, that I'm not like other women. I'm different from other women. I said, yeah, you know what, Shawty, you're right. You're right. You're different from other women. You're different from other women because everyone's an individual. So you have your own set of circumstances and environmental nuances that you dealt with throughout your life that develop you into the distinct individual that you are. But when it comes to female nature, you just like every other broad. Ain't that different than you. You just may be able to hide it better. You know what I'm saying? You may be able to lie better. You may be able to put on a good face better. You may be able to fake the funk better than the average woman out here. You understand what I'm saying? See, you got to understand, man, women are full of game. Women are full of game. You know what I'm saying? They are full of game. Let me tell you something. You can look at a pimp and say, man, a pimp got game. Nah. A hoe got game. See what I'm saying? A hoe get out there every day. And she with man after man, giving these men the girlfriend experience. And she don't like now one of them. You know what I'm saying? She love a pimp. And see, I ain't talking about no sucker love. Like, let me tell you something, man. I love my women, man. There ain't a woman that's ever been on my team that I didn't love. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no sucker type of love. Ain't no type of love where I'm gonna fly to outer space and get a star for the broad. You understand? It ain't no type of love where I'm gonna jump in some man's face, man, for saying something to the broad, trying to get out of it. Ain't no thing, man, where if the broad put herself out there, man, she doing something she ain't got no business doing, man. Let me tell you something. You let me be dealing with a broad, man, and she got herself out at 2 o'clock in the morning doing whatever she doing. I don't give a damn what she doing at 2 o'clock in the morning. If she get a flat and she hit me, I ain't gonna even answer the phone. Let me tell you something. Broad called me at 2 o'clock in the morning, man. I ain't answering the phone. I don't care what's wrong. She could leave me a message. She could text me 911. It don't matter. I ain't answering the phone. I ain't calling her back till the sun come up. You did? So I ain't talking about that kind of love. I'm talking about the type of love where, see, this is what you have to understand. Just like women love you for the energy you give them, you got to love them for what the hell they bring to the table. You got to love them for their contribution. You understand? So that was this chick, man. I think I may have discussed this, man. But she got the video up, man, and she talking about, man, well, what do I bring to the table? Nothing. And she ain't even cute. See what I'm saying? Tell me she don't bring nothing to the table. Shawty, you don't even bring looks to the table. You see what I'm saying? And when you bring your looks to the table, how do your looks translate to the bedroom? You know what I'm saying? These boys be talking about they see a dime. Nigga, how you know you see a dime? You ain't woke up beside this woman. When I hear somebody say something about a dime, man, I understand they don't know what the hell they talking about, man. You ain't seen no woman in public that's a dime. Unless her face ain't beat. If her face ain't beat at all and she got her natural skin flexing, boy, let me tell you something. The majority of women have bad skin. It's rare that you see a woman that's got perfect skin, boy. I'm telling you that. In America especially, it's rare that you see a woman that got perfect skin. How the hell is she gonna be a 10 without perfect skin? You know what I'm saying? I know she might be proud of the skin that she in, but she can't be a 10 if she ain't got perfect skin, homie. And this is the reality of it. And that's why I put that sacrifice thing on the table immediately. You got to show me you're willing to sacrifice. If you ain't willing to sacrifice, none of that other stuff you tell me matters. You see what I'm saying? You got to show me. I ain't from Missouri, but goddamn it, my state to show me state too. You got to show me. Whatever she says has to be proven with actions. I don't care about no words. Words don't move me at all. Tears don't move me at all. Fears don't move me at all. Cheers don't move me at all. It ain't nothing the bro can say with a mouth that's gonna move me in any direction. I ain't gonna be happy about nothing. I ain't gonna be sad about nothing. I ain't gonna be mad about nothing. I ain't gonna be glad about nothing. Not long as it come out of a woman's mouth. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand, man, women are never who they say they are. You understand? And they're never more than they say they are. They never downplay themselves. As men, sometimes we downplay ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I downplay myself all the time, man. Sometimes I tell women, man, I work for a doctor named Dr. BOA. You know what I'm saying? I tell them I work at a doctor's office. I say, dude, yeah, I work for Dr. BOA. You know, you ever heard of him? I said, he's a relationship counselor. And I just procure his clients for him, and I screen everybody and make sure that they're worth him taking on. That's what I tell them. I tell women all the time, man, I work for me. I ain't got to tell her, hey, I'm my own boss. Because you see what I'm saying? When you tell a woman you your own boss, you're trying to impress her. So you got to understand this, man. You got to make a woman prove that she's willing to sacrifice to be on your team. See, she ain't got to sacrifice to get nothing from you. You ain't got to pay her for her sacrifice. You don't owe her nothing for her sacrifice. She got to prove her ability, her willingness to sacrifice just to be with you, homie. It's her dream to be with a man. It ain't your dream to be with a woman. Not if you in here right now. Hopefully ain't nobody in here got this dream, this fantasy dream of being with a woman, man. So what I'm saying is this. We as men have to understand this, man. Wherever you don't make a woman prove, you can't believe. Because let me tell you something. If a woman is fine and she thinks she's fine, she proves it by wearing scantily clad or real tight clothes. You know, if a woman is smart, she proves it by bragging about what she knows or enrolling in some course to teach somebody or teaching people or talking about it or becoming a public speaker or something. If a woman is a church girl, then she proves it by quoting Bible scriptures and singing gospel songs. You understand what I'm saying? Everything a woman values, if she values the position, then she's going to prove it. If she doesn't prove it, she doesn't value the position. And that's how you eliminate having a woman on your team that doesn't value the position of being on your team. And if you don't think the position you give a woman is valuable, then you don't value yourself. You have other issues that you need to look into, my brother. You really do.